Hi, I just got done being really upset. And you know what? There probably is still some upsetness inside me, but this video is about how I pull myself out of a funk, because I literally almost just fell into a funk, and I'm not going to. You know, I've been in funks many times in my life. I am the king of funks. I get into funks and I'll stay in a funky funk, and I'll get with that funk for a long funkin' time. Okay? And throughout the years, I've really learned to shorten the time period of that funk to get shorter and shorter and shorter, and to the point where now I feel like I'm at where, like, it's rare that I get in a funk. In this past year, the longest funk that I've gotten into is like 4 or 5 days, maybe a week, maybe. But I have not been in, I've gotten very skilled at understanding for my own self how to get out of my funks and get back into, feeling positive and uplifted and driven and confident and full of energy, and I don't want to feel what I just felt now. And I'll talk about that. I was recording a video and I was like, damn, I don't like it. This sucks. Like, I don't feel confident. I felt frustrated, felt confused about what I was talking about. Felt like I was going on too many tangents. Felt like the video was getting too long. Felt like I didn't have a clear, positive solution or some good takeaway. I just was not feeling good about the video, and I was so frustrated. I have this sort of perfectionism, and that could have easily went into a spiral. It could have easily gone into a negative funk if I chose to go about it in a different way than what I'm going to explain. So instead of me resorting to a couple things, these are the things that all right, so here's how funks work for me. Something will happen, like being super frustrated about the video. That will be the thing that sparks it, right? And then it's how am I going to deal with that spark? And there are a couple negative ways I've dealt with it to cause me going into a funk. One is escapism. I could have resorted to, fuck this, I'm just going to go back to my car, listen to music, relax, play some, or eat some junk food and whatever, just not think about it, escape from it. That's a way to go into a funk. Another way is suppression. I'm not even gonna acknowledge that I feel upset. I'm just gonna pretend like that's not even there. That can lead to a funk. Another way is purely just sulking. Only feeling, and staying in my bed and just staying with my feeling and not continuing to move forward, right? Those are some negative ways, but now I wanna talk about what I do instead, what I just did now. All right, and I'll walk you through a couple things here. The first thing, super necessary. If you don't do it, for me, I cannot get out of a funk if I don't do this. It is to feel, and I mean rage, scream, cry, feel the thing. I felt so mad. You know what I did? Here's my pen on the floor that I used to write. I freaking chucked this on the floor. So I looked around so no one would see me raging, although maybe I shouldn't care what people think about me, but I was just I was just letting myself just get so mad, and I wasn't screaming to disturb people. I was doing that kind of silent scream, I was just tensing my muscles, letting myself just feel upset. You have to let yourself feel upset if you want to stop feeling upset, because look at a baby's natural way of releasing an emotion is to cry without even hesitating. It just cries, boom. And look how quick children can go from feeling upset to feeling happy. I've seen videos where a crying child, they hand them a cookie and then they immediately go from pain and suffering to So releasing shit with a cry can allow us to really quickly move into a happier feeling, which I'm at now. I am telling you, 10 minutes ago, I was pissed off, dude. I was so unhappy. That the turnaround can really actually be quick. But we should be patient about it, and I'll get to that. The second thing is self-compassion, okay? So I realized that I was getting mad at myself for not recording the perfect video. And it's I came out here to just try to like be vulnerable and say something that I've been struggling with in my life and try to like shed some light on it, and maybe it'll help someone. Such pure intentions. And I'm trying to be more compassionate towards myself about it. I was trying my best to make a video, and like, not every video is gonna be perfect. Not, you know, and I gotta be compassionate towards myself about it and no longer get mad at myself. I cannot come out of a funk if I am shaming myself. Because when I'm shaming myself, what I'm really doing is stomping on myself, beating myself down, 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 down. Without self-compassion, I can't bring myself up, right? Beating yourself up, boop. Self-compassion, whoop. That's coming out of a funk, all right? So crucial for me. Number 3, asking myself this very important question. This is a good question in general in life to like journal and reflect on. What am I not accepting? What am I not accepting? You know what I wasn't accepting in this moment, in this instance? I wasn't accepting the reality that it is impossible to do everything perfect all the time. It is impossible to come out here and record a perfect video that I'm super happy with about every single time. Impossible. That is life. I want to accept what is. I was not accepting that fact. And if I want to be a YouTuber, if I want to come on here and like make videos and stuff, that is something that I really need to come to terms with. That sometimes when I record something, I'm not going to be happy about it. And that's okay. That is good. That's part of the journey, you know? And just talking about this, like, like, dude, I feel so much better. You know, almost any time I'm upset about something, there's something I'm not accepting. And you can all sort of ask the inverse of that question, like, what am I holding on to? It's the same question. In that moment, I'm holding on to perfectionism. I'm not accepting that perfectionism isn't real. I'm not accepting that. I'm holding on to the need to be perfect all the time. Now I'm accepting that that's not reality. And that's gonna put me into a funk even more if I just expect every damn video to be perfect, right? So number 4 is something that I like to call feel and move. Feel and move. Because this is going back to the patience thing, like I talked about a moment ago. Sometimes it's not gonna be quick. Sometimes it's not gonna be instant coming out of a funk. Sometimes we really need to be patient with the process. And kind of taking into account momentum, because it's sort of like when you're in a funk, you've built all this momentum into this direction. Like what I just did was stopping myself from getting into a funk, or I almost went into it. But what about when you're really deep in the funk? We have to remember that there has been a lot of momentum with this. We have just been in it, right? So it's almost like if a train is going really fast, 80 miles per hour, it's not, when it goes to stop, it's not just going to hit its brake and immediately stop. It needs to slowly stop, you know? So it's like if we want to take a train from moving backwards, it's moving backward. Train is moving backwards really, really fast, all right? And we want to stop it. It's going to be slow, and we're going to stop it. We need to be patient with that process, not expect it to happen immediately. And then we start building that positive momentum back in the other direction. And that positive momentum isn't going to go 0 to 100. It's going to start off slow, a little slow acceleration. But once you get going, now you've built positive momentum. You're in an opposite funk. You're in a funk. I invented that word. Go from a funk to a funk, a positive funk. All right? And now, just like being in a funk is hard to get out of, being in this positive funk is also hard to get out of, because you've built all this momentum in this positive way, you know? So that's why patience is so important when we're stuck in that funk. We can't expect ourselves to just get out of it immediately. And also, if there's something that happened that we're upset about, it's not always going to be so easy to just immediately not be upset about it. As soon as we let ourselves Make sure you feel the emotion. Yes, self-compassion, all of that is huge. Ask yourself what you're not accepting. All of that is huge. But it may give you that temporary feeling of like, yes, all right, I don't feel upset about this anymore. But then maybe an hour later, that feeling might come back again, right? Because sometimes it doesn't immediately go away. That's why we have to feel and move. So what I mean by that is, the first step was feel. And part of that feeling, I'm also considering like self-compassion and all that stuff. But like, do those things that I said. But then it's like, okay, now I'm coming here. Now I'm in the move stage where I'm making a video again. Now I'm in action again. And if an hour from now I feel upset about that old video again, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna repeat the same process that I did before recording this video. I'm gonna rage. I'm gonna cry, scream. I'm gonna get it out. I'm gonna be self-compassionate. I'm gonna ask myself, what am I not accepting? And then once I do all that and I start feeling way better, I'm going to keep moving again in my life. Keep moving forward. And then if I feel it again, then we're going to feel again. And sometimes we just have to keep repeating this process. It's not always so like instant. Sometimes we go back and forth. Feel and move, you know? And you know, that's about it. That's about all I kind of wanted to say here, man. I was really upset about this video, dude. I was not happy at all. And it's kind of crazy how I've uplifted myself like that. This has been such a key thing in my life. When I tell you I am the king of funks, dude, I don't take that lightly. It's actually really depressing being in a funk. I know, because it sucks. You know? Just these things in the video really has, in this past year, I shit you not. I would go in months and months and months long in a funk, and it would be horrible, and I'd be depressed for a long time. And then I'd pull myself out of it for a week, and then I'd be back in the funk. It was really, really, really sucked. In this past year, it's so mind-blowing to me because it's like every time I get in a funk, it's like I go back to the same shit that I'm talking about in this video, and it makes me feel better. It really does. So I don't know, maybe, hopefully this helped in some way. But this is just my experience, so I wanted to put that out there in the world. So I'm gonna stop the video here, keep my videos a little shorter, but I love you and thank you for watching. Man, we've grown like 80 subscribers in the past like 10 days. We've gone from like just about 200 to 300 subscribers. Like, what the fuck? Like, I appreciate you guys so much. Like, I've made hundreds of shorts, but I've made the shorts because I thought that I needed to, like, shorts are easier to get views, you know, and I thought that was my way of like getting views and growing the channel. But now I was like, no, what I really want to do is these longer videos so I have more time to talk and really connect with y'all. And it was a risk. I did it because I was like, you know what, fuck it, I don't care about the views like that anymore. I just want to do this because I just want to do it. And ironically, now my channel's growing more than it ever has. Crazy how those things go. I let go of that attachment to the outcome of like wanting this to happen, and it's just sort of, I'm just sharing because I just want to share, you know. So anyways, thank you guys so much. I really appreciate you. Just the fact that anyone cares about some shit I have to say on the internet is crazy to me. I love you. If you want to keep supporting the channel, please like this video, please subscribe, and comment down below. It really helps boost me in the algorithm and bring this video to more people. So thank you, and I love you, and peace.